Hey everyone, welcome to the Trucker TV show. My name is Frank, and today we are talking about expedited trucking at FedEx Custom Critical. And basically what I want to lay down is why I drink the purple Kool-Aid. Why am I such a fan of FedEx Custom Critical? Why do I own a fleet, and why do I only play in a pond with FedEx Custom Critical? This is something that in the past I talked about other carriers a long time ago, and I don't do that anymore. I play with one carrier, and saying playing is just I guess a metaphor. And what I mean by that is that they're the only ones I want to do business with, and there's several reasons, but I'm going to tell you about them right here just so you understand why I choose to only do business with FedEx Custom Critical. My name is Frank. I have been a driver, a partner at another company, a fleet owner now of my own fleet. That's a whole nother thing. FedEx Custom Critical doesn't own any trucks of their own, so they depend on owner-operators and fleet owners to supply them with trucks. They qualify the drivers, and once the drivers are qualified, you can come drive for a fleet owner like me or another fleet owner, or you can buy your own truck and lease it on with FedEx Custom Critical. So I want to explain to you the reasons why this is where I choose to be and not anywhere else. There are a lot of trucking companies in the United States, 14 to 16 million trucks commercially on the road at any given time. White glove, temperature validated or temperature service trucks in the exclusive use field, there are a very small amount of players in that niche of trucking. FedEx Custom Critical being the largest, and in my opinion, the best of all of those. And here's why. In today's world, when I was raised, I'm 57 years old now, and when I grew up, we thought of ways to have fun. We thought of ways to solve problems. We became critical thinkers. And that is something that I thought that has been lost for a long time. It's not completely gone, but it's not as immediately available in everyone out there. It's hard to find people that want to actually use their minds and use it in a way that it betters their life, either personally, emotionally, mentally, or financially. FedEx Custom Critical is one of the companies that if you partner with them through us or through another fleet owner, that if you are a critical thinker and you like to use your mind, you are financially rewarded for that. We provide a very, lack of better words, critical service to the nation and to the world at large. And the type of trucking that we do, we haul pharmaceutical freight, we haul electronics that are vital, we haul things for the Department of Defense, and there's so many things that we carry. And the nature of our business is called exclusive use, so if you get the truck, only your freight goes on the truck. So there's where the price comes in. So I'm in the back of one of our trucks. I'm riding down the road. I finished my shift. It's in the evening, and I just want to explain this to you. The number one thing being critical thinking. You're rewarded. If you're somebody that can figure this out and use your head, you are going to be rewarded financially through this program. Another reason that I like FedEx Custom Critical is direct freight. FedEx Custom Critical has contracts with so many companies, whether it be pharmaceutical companies, electronics companies, Department of Defense, and our companies, and so much more. And they have relationships with brokers, which are still part of our business, but these brokers are dealing with high-end, high-value freight. And these relationships that they've established over the past 20 to 30 years are very valuable to us, because when the economy is up, when the economy is down, our freight continues. And it's very important that you have the availability of freight. You are not forced dispatch. Everybody here, with the exception of a few that I know of, is a 1099 independent contractor. You're not a W-2 employee, so there's no forced dispatch. You decide what load you take. You decide if it's something that fits your business needs, your financial needs, the way that you want to operate and run. And if it does, then great. You come to an agreement and you haul the freight. If it doesn't, there's no penalty. There's no punishment for refusing to take a load. There are carriers out here that they tell you that you're not forced dispatch, and they're in our space, and they will tell you, no, you're not forced dispatch. But one carrier in particular, and I'm not going to name them because there's no reason to sling mud. But if you know about this carrier, then you know what I'm talking about. And they have what's called a first in, first out process. It's a very, on the surface, a very logical idea. And what it means is, if you're the first one to deliver a load into a particular area, then you have the first opportunity to get out. Team drivers such as myself and my team driver are designed to run longer loads, to run high security loads and things like that, and things that are profitable to a truck of this type. We have to make a certain amount of income to keep it profitable. Now this carrier, which I said has this first in, first out process or protocol, they do not force dispatch you. But here's the caveat, here's the catch, here's what they don't tell you in the fine print. If you go first in, first out, and you're in an area and they send you a load, and let's say it's a 100-mile load, that's not a load. And by the way, they pay $200 for that load, of which the driver makes a percentage of. And let's say it's 40%, okay? So you're talking about $40 a driver, right? Is that right? Yeah, $40 a driver to go 100 miles. Now you've lost your first out, and you spent your time, who knows, in traffic doing something that you don't want to do. And it's just not worth your time to do it. So you say, I don't want to do that load. Well, guess what? Now they cut down your acceptance rate, right? You're not first anymore. Your acceptance rate drops. If this happens 3 times, you completely lose that ability to be the first out, even though you did everything right the way you were supposed to do. Because you choose not to do the bad freight, you're punished for it. So is it forced dispatch? No, but I would say that it is coerced dispatch. And if you do a little research, if you ask me in person, I will tell you who this is. Most of you know already. I don't like that. Also, this carrier is known for being unprofessional and rude and harassing and just bullying drivers. That is not something that you're ever going to experience at FedEx Custom Critical. And listen, FedEx Custom Critical is not perfect by any means. Nobody is. But in our space, they do a really, really good job. Our drivers are able to make a very good living, and they have an incredible lifestyle, and they have an incredible opportunity to work and make good money. that is why I drink the purple Kool-Aid. This is why I understand when things go wrong. Because when you do so much right, in the grand scheme of things, you can forgive a lot of the little things that go wrong. I love what I do. I love being in this truck. I love the type of freight we pick up. I love not knowing where the next load is going to take me. I love that if I can be strategic and creative with my brain, and I have a good explanation as to why I want the money for the load that I'm taking, that it will be accepted and considered. And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. FedEx Custom Critical needs to make a profit. They're the carrier. I'm the fleet owner and the driver of this truck. It is my responsibility to make this truck and myself and my co-driver as much money as possible. It is FedEx Custom Critical's job to keep as much money as possible and be profitable also. Somewhere in the middle is a happy medium where we can all meet and agree, and it serves their customers, which ultimately is all of our customers. So in turn, I am a customer to FedEx Custom Critical, and they are a customer to me, and their clients we serve together. These are a couple of things that I appreciate about this. If you're interested in doing this kind of work, if you just have questions about what we do, we're the short trucks on the road. Look at a FedEx Custom Critical team driving down the road. They're 40-foot trucks. You'll see them at the pump. They got big sleepers. This is my sleeper. Go up to a driver. Ask them what they think. If you want to email me and you want to set up an appointment to talk to me, yeah, you can actually talk to me. Do I have some filters in place to make sure that I can weed out the weirdos? You're out there. Yeah, of course I do. But if you email me at frank@truckertvshow.com, you'll get an automatic reply. You can make an appointment. Once you make that appointment, you call me. And then we'll talk. If it's a good conversation, we'll talk for a long time. If it's a bad conversation, we won't. The things you have to understand about this, there are some things that are going to keep you from doing this. Everybody who knows about this opportunity as a truck driver in this niche wants to do it. Here's the catch. We don't have a lot of positions for solo drivers, which cuts out a lot of drivers immediately. Boom. So if you're a solo driver and you want to do this, probably not going to do it. Our carriers that we work with do not allow us to do business with drivers that hold a CDL out of the state of California. And people may say, well, why is that? Well, California has some laws that are not conducive to the independent contractor model, and they're not friendly towards that independent contractor model. That being said, the carrier decides to not do business-to-business transaction with those people from those states. So if you have a California CDL, you can't drive a FedEx Custom Critical. If you're a solo, can you find work? Yes, you can find work. The most successful teams, the most successful operators are same household teams, especially teams that are pooling their money towards a common goal. Husbands and wives, couples of all sorts who have shared bank accounts and are paying their bills together tend to do the best because they're on the same page. They have the same idea of what they're trying to achieve. I hope this sheds a little bit of light of why I am such a fan of FedEx Custom Critical, why I only choose to do business with FedEx Custom Critical. And it's because at the end of the day, if you come to work at FedEx Custom Critical, whether it's through another fleet owner, whether you buy your own truck, whether you decide to drive for my fleet, you are going to have a good experience. I am not going to lose any sleep and wonder if you did okay, if you had a good experience, because I'm going to know that you had a good experience. The people that have gone out, there are people out there who are naysayers and will tell you that, I'm full of it and everything. And there's trolls all over the internet. If I worried about all the people that hate on me, I'd never sleep and I'd never rest. I've given up on that a long time ago. But if you want an opportunity that you can come in and use your head, have a pretty decent lifestyle, make more money, and play a part in how much money you make and making those decisions, then this could be the place for you. There's a lot of tractor trailer drivers out there that are team drivers that are making ridiculous amounts of money. You guys are being taken advantage of. These big companies know that they're taking advantage of you, and it's in their design. This is a very predatory industry, trucking as a whole. Here, it's not. It's definitely not. Are there fleet owners that you can go to work for you that will not treat you right, will not fix your trucks, will not pay you right? Yes, there are. But that's a discussion that we can have later on another video, and I'll talk about some red flags and things like that. Like I said, if you're interested in becoming an expediter, you're a team, you're not a solo, and you're not from California, and we take drivers from all the states. You don't have to be in any certain state. Hawaii is difficult, the transit makes it difficult. Alaska's difficult, but this is the best opportunity in trucking, in my opinion. You may not agree. There are teams out there that can make a lot more money doing other things. They're not going to work at the level we do. We make more money doing less. We work smarter, not harder. If it's something that interests you, email me, frank@truckertvshow.com, and make an appointment and let's talk. Worst that comes out of it is you get some more information. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below, and give me a like and subscribe if you like the video. Have a great day.